Yeah,
I want the soundtrack.
You bought it?
No, I hope they give it to us.
Oh, right, yeah.
But if not, I'll go buy it. That's one I'll buy. You know, it's got cool songs on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Okay. A major theme in this film is changing your stars. Does William do that?
Yes, he does. He does change his stars. You know, and I guess that's the ironic thing about him changing his stars is he's searching for this nobility. He's searching for a position where he feels noble in life as opposed to being looked down as a squire. And by the time he reaches that point, I guess he discovers that the nobility lies in the blood that's around him, his friends, and the love and emotions in here. It's nothing physical, solid, or material about nobility that he really wants in the end. It ends up being about love and about his friends and friendship. And so he does change his stars in many ways.
Love really does change him too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
I know, but he doesn't want it to. And he can't stand that it is, you know.
He fights that, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's fighting it. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you ever, there's a wonderful scene when you're a child and they're telling you you'll never be a knight.
Yeah.
Did anyone ever say anything, discourage you at all when you were growing up, saying you will never be an actor, you'll never make it?
Oh yeah. I had a couple of teachers at my school that would just stop wasting your time, kid. Whatever, you know. And sure, it gives you this oof. But
I'll show you.
It's certainly it hasn't been I haven't gone. It's not what drives me. It certainly isn't what's motivated me to get out here. You know, I don't have to prove anything to anyone. I never have had to. I never wanted to. I just have fun, and I just love what I'm doing. And
that is the best thing. You have to love what you do.
You have to.
Definitely. What did you think about your character when you read about him in the script? What was your first reaction to him?
I loved him. I had a lot of sympathy for him. And you know, he was spoiled. He was this poor peasant, spoiled kid in a way. You know, he was spoiled in attitude, in the way he felt and what he wanted out of life, you know, and so it intrigued me, and you know, more or less it was just you know, I knew I was going to have fun telling the story. It was not, you know, apart from the character's just a part of the story, and the story was what I really fell in love with, and the whole fairy tale-ness of the movie was what you know, it wasn't hiding the fact of what it was trying to be. It was, this is what we're making, and you just made it like that.
This was a really physical role, too. I mean, I imagine, was that armor really heavy that you had to wear?
Yeah, it was heavy. Yeah, heavy and hot.
I'm sure.
You know?
And didn't you almost had kind of a collision, I guess, or something bad happened to you on the horse, some scene with the horse, and you didn't have your armor on? Is that like your almost hit your leg?
Yeah. Who told you that?
The director.
Thanks, Brian. Yeah. Well, I mean, the horses, they were rearing up at the end. When they'd call action, there was like a couple of hundred people behind them going, and plus there's some strange guy on their back wearing metal, rattling around, kicking them in, wanting the horse to charge at another horse with a big stick at them. So they're like, what are you doing? I'm not going there. You know? What's going on? So they were constantly dancing around, and you can't blame them. It was and so there was an incident where the horse reared up, and as I kicked him in to charge down across the lists, he was a little farther over to the left, and so as he came and tried to come out to the right, my legs are hanging down like this, and at the last minute, somehow, I don't know how, because I busted my knee that day and I couldn't walk, it was in a brace, but somehow this leg just kind of came up and over past my ears. And
your leg did?
Oh yeah, to get out of the way of the post. The post, the horse just rammed into it and just blistered the wood and scraped the horse's belly a little, and it was close. It was like an inch from taking my leg off, I guess, but we got it on film, so it's kind of funny. That was it, really. That's the only thing that was the only, you know, I just got out of that one.
You're such a young actor. You're 21 years old. You have a huge film on your shoulders. Do you feel any pressure at all?
No. Well, I didn't when I was making the movie. and I guess I don't know whether it's pressure. You just feel it's just kind of surreal right now that, you know, everything that's happening and stuff like that. That's all. I don't feel like it's like, why should I feel pressure? I don't want to. So, you know, I'll forget about this when we go home, and that's what I do best.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
It was great to see you again.
Yeah,
Loved
thanks.
your